Hello everyone and welcome back to Animation Analysis. It has been quite some time since last season. As always, I'm Sam.
And good afternoon. My name is Immortal.
Okay, that's a new one.
No spicing things up for one episode, then never again.
Okay, good to know. So today we're gonna be analyzing Ant-Man versus Atom, and getting things out quickly. Our opinions on the episode. It's another one of the mixed ones. I felt that was it's okay. It's a fine episode. I liked some stuff they did, but other stuff is just okay.
This is probably the most neutral I've felt towards an episode yet.
You know, like that one image of Mr. Krabs, the one just neutral Mr. Krabs face.
I don't.
I'll show you it to you after recording. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into the episode. One thing I always gotta give credit to is the actual environment of where the fight takes place. I said this multiple times at this point, but the actual the backgrounds, 3D, the location, the setting, it all just looks really well done in 3D.
Part kind of wants them to go back to sprite everything for a single episode.
Yeah, I get why they're doing this because it's arguably a bit easier to do, but yeah. will say,
yeah.
I do like the way they handle things. It's kind of like some of the old anime or old video games where everything is done in the entire background. Everything is one art style or and then the stuff that moves or interacts has a different art style and has a different lighting on it.
Oh, so old cartoons?
Yeah, something like that. Or when they pick up something in the background and the moment they touch it, it changes art style. Something like that. Anyways.
You should pick on someone your own size, relatively speaking.
How did you do this?
I really like how the car sprite is the one from Street Fighter 2. And I know it's a sprite, but because of how shrunk down it is, it looks more like a PNG.
Oh.
But yeah, it's also kind of jarring. I've gotten used to it, but look at how detailed. Look at Hank, how he has sprites in there, and look at how hyper detailed his chair is.
This reminds me of anime I watched that had the characters moving at the 24 frames per second usual, but then just footage of Guilty Gear running at 60 frames per second. It was fucking hilarious. Anyways.
With a particle I've never seen before.
They're called PIM particles.
I like the character acting at the very least.
Oh yeah, the voice acting is really well done. I do like it. The voice actors aren't some of the well-known ones you've seen, compared to other... They're not the well-known VAs, but then again, Death Battle is where a lot of newer VAs get their start. Because some of the ones from earlier episodes, they get into a lot of anime nowadays. It's actually kind of funny how many Death Battle actors I've seen get into dubbed anime.
Oh, neat.
Anyways.
They're called PIM particles, and I'm Hank Pym, scientist supreme.
His head looks too small here.
Knocked.
Yeah, it's probably to match how his helmet looks.
Yeah.
We'll say though, the shrinking effects are pretty good. It's pretty spot on with how Adam has the electrons and the electrons circling around him, and Ant-Man you can see a bit of the red. You can see a bit of his blurred outline, kind of like an after image in a way. The shrinking effects are pretty well done. I will say does look a little bit. The running animation here is a bit awkward.
The running animations throughout this fight don't really look that great.
Yeah, which is kind of weird, because, like, the last time they did this, they looked fine, I guess, but I guess there wasn't a lot of running and, like, like the last time we had a Marvel vs. DC was it Batman versus? No, it was shoot, I'm drawing.
I'm looking this up.
Was it Black Adam versus Apocalypse?
I think so, but they mainly just flew.
Yeah, that thing. So like, yeah, it's kind of looks awkward, but I guess I think, yeah. And also, can I say Adam looks really, the sprite here looks kind of bad, I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, he broke his arm there.
Of course, like, wouldn't you?
I mean, I get what they were trying to go for, but, like, could they have, like, animated his right arm slightly differently?
Yeah.
I will say, I do like that bit there, how it's, like, big, over-dramatic. But then he just gets out no problem, because, you know, it's just one of the things on his desk. It realistically would not have been a problem. Just like
a sober bird.
Yeah.
I don't like that big jump.
Like here?
Something feels weirdly janky about it.
Yeah, I actually kind of noticed it. Like, it's the angle where he jumps. Like with this, the way he jumps here, he just, like, the tips of his toes would, like, barely touch the coffee mug with how it's done. But then he immediately clears the coffee mug here.
No, I just don't like it because of how high he jumps and, like, how floaty it feels.
I mean, it makes sense for how floaty he is, but yeah, there should be a little bit more weight to it. I will say, this is creative here. You could, even though he's small, you could see him, like, land right behind one of the evolves. And then also, really small attention to detail. You can see Adam's reflected in them.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
And, like, he's just very small there. I really like it. It's a creative usage of the environment.
You're using pieces of a white dwarf star? That's cute.
Everything we needed already existed. You just needed to be smart enough to put the pieces together. Scientist Supreme!
I actually do like, again, both of them are reflected in it, and they have, like, it follows them. And, like, before Adam hits it, he takes a small look at it before making his move.
Together. Scientist Supreme!
You think they had to add in, like, the reflective effects, like, after the fact?
I think so. Or maybe they put on a property of, like, having the metal balls, like, reflect all the different models and sprites on the area, probably.
I guess.
It's like... I like that a lot. How it's like big Indiana Jones, and that's just like, it's reality. Yeah, he just broke it. It's not much. It's not. It's
dick.
Yeah, it's a lot like in the Ant-Man movie. There's like a similar scene where Yellow Jacket's like about to get run over by Thomas the Tank Engine, but then it just cuts out to show the toy set, and the train just like gets knocked off the track. It's hilarious.
I know the scene you're talking about, but I actually haven't seen the Ant-Man movies.
I recommend checking them out. The Ant-Man movies are fun. Okay, I really like how he tries to, you know, if your opponent is tiny here, what do you do? Try stepping on them. Doesn't work.
Did you know that at any given moment, there are about 2.5 million ants under your feet?
I mean, that makes sense, but why are you bringing that up right now?
This fact makes me angry.
Why? Oh wait, are you talking about the... you want to talk about your ant story right now, or?
A few days ago, we had an ant infestation. It was fucking horrible. Also, I don't like how the ants here are pink.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they're pink. Are they pink or are they purple?
Bringing that up right now?
That's purple.
I'd say they're more pink.
It's like, I think what's really funny is like, Mortal actually told me about like the ant infestation, and he had sent it to another friend in DMs, and said friend responded with a screenshot of Adam from this episode.
That actually did lift my spirits.
Yeah.
Admittedly, that made me laugh.
Yeah. I don't know why ants have green blood. Do ants have green blood?
No.
And I know people get like food coloring and stuff like that from insect blood, so maybe like food. Anyways, also it's like, okay, so you're being swarmed by ants. So what's the logical thing? Grow back and just step on them like you would anywhere else. I also just love how annoyed he looks here.
Well, yeah. Wouldn't you fucking hate ants too?
Took you long enough. Okay, let's try this.
I like how he tried using the pin particles on Adam and it didn't work. So he uses the car that Adam tossed away all the way before the fight began. And I like how they instead of just they could have easily just easily done like free transform and just increase the size of the car sprite, but nah, they decided let's get an actual car model. It's like a little
yeah, what else
like
are you
that.
supposed to do?
I'll hack his belt. You lay low and let me know what you find. Huh?
Okay.
I hate that name.
Anthony?
Anthony.
Hack his belt. You lay low and let me know what you find.
The funny thing is, that's the reason it's that.
I didn't see what he said. I hate it. I hate it more.
Okay, this is very cringe, but at the same time, I get why they went for this. Because the thing is, Anthony is the name of one of the ants in the Ant-Man movie. Like, the second Ant-Man, Scott named one of the ants that. And Y'all's Queen, yeah, it's cringe, but at the same time, it kind of makes sense, because if you think about it, Ant-Man is like the Queen Ant in terms of, like, commanding them.
Queen shit.
No, let's not that far.
That's the queen shit, bro.
No. Anyways.
Nice try.
I will say, I really do like how this entire, like,
Nice try.
the smaller areas, like designed, like, all those little, like, cells and, bacteria, all in the background. I really like how it's designed.
Why are there blood cells?
I think there are, like, little organisms in the, like, microorganisms that do resemble blood cells. I might be talking out of my ass because I hated science class, but anyways. We'll see. I like how they do like the thing where it's like similar powers class, so they both pull out, so they both use blasters in this scenario here.
If I search every electron path in his gun and study their probability wave functions, I just might be able to!
I really do like that, how he's muttering like scientific like theorems to himself as he does them. It really does tap into the scientist side of him.
I guess so, yeah.
And like the way he's bouncing off the particles like this.
Might be able to!
Okay, I like how they did this, like the microverse, like they specifically said it. It reminds me a lot of like the time travel in Avengers Endgame, where like when they went to like the different the different timelines, it specifically stated where it was.
Yeah, I haven't watched that game in a while. Is this me who thinks these movements are like really janky?
The fighting here?
Yeah.
I think it works because they're like kind of bigger here, even though technically
No,
they're
like since entering the, honestly throughout the whole fight.
Okay, weirdly enough, I think okay. The run here is weird, is done well, though. That's the best I can...
one good run.
I will say, I do like the way that this is handled here. How it feels like it's a giant fight, but in reality, no, they're just very, very tiny right now. Like, you can hear the, like, weight behind the punches, even though there's not a lot of weight.
Yeah?
What's happening? He must be reaching his limit. If we don't get out of here quick, he's gonna destroy all of reality. Now, my pets!
Also, I like how the ant that he left behind was, like, foreshadowing for what he was gonna do on the belt.
Okay, but the ant he left behind was red. These are all pink. And now there's more of them.
I think they're pink because of, like, the small size, because, like, with how colors look different. I don't know. I've noticed they do that in a couple of comics. Anyways.
Tricks in your tools, but I created something beyond the limits of human existence. I operate on a scale you can't even comprehend.
I like that.
Can't.
Which part?
Like the way he says it.
Yeah, like, Hank absolutely has, like, one of the biggest egos in all of Marvel, and he knows it. I really like the way he delivers this speech.
Limits of human existence. I operate on a scale you can't even comprehend.
I like how it transitions really smooth. Like, right as he finishes his last syllable, it starts fading into the overspace. It's a really neatly done there.
How?
You can't be afraid to think big.
We'll say, like, that is a horrific way to go out.
Maybe just one more.
But, like, it's like a much more gruesome version. It's kind of like, when this fight was announced, I thought they were just gonna go out with, like, I don't know, crushed on a subatomic level or something like that, or even just the silly like crushed like an ant. Like, I don't know, time hot joke. I did not expect them to go for like alien chest burster like, but with ants. Like, that actually really surprised me with the way they went and chose to go.
I was honest to God expecting Adam to pull like a whole no you thing on Ant-Man.
Yeah, like with the way this is all drawn out, I did actually think, wait, is Adam gonna turn things around? But no, it's actually just a very long and drawn out Ant-Man win, which actually kind of works considering this is Hank we're talking about.
KO!
Ant-Man and
Okay, yeah, so like, where do we leave this thing paused on?
Oh, look, it's a Kamehameha. No, just leave it on this.
No. Hold on. Hold on, I think it's like, I want to leave it like right as he reaches out.
Human existence. I operate on a.
That's it. Give me your phone.
Give me your phone. Or it's like, you remember that the cutscene in Fire Emblem Fates? You are my child now.
I haven't played Fire Emblem Fates.
Oh, never mind. It's like, yeah, it's like, that's it. Give me your phone. Yeah, we're gonna leave it here.
It's just like Zatanna versus Scarlet Witch.
Well, yeah, well, okay, yeah, it is. Anyways, okay, so overall thoughts on the episode. There are quite a few flaws, but I think I'm fine with it. I'm fine with what we got. Good showing for both characters. It's just like nothing in it's really like overly wowed me. Like even like some bits like the death, that's just like I'm surprised, but I'm not like, ooh, that's really cool.
Honest to God, I felt nothing watching this episode. I know we don't cover, like, the analysis portion, but I felt nothing there. I felt nothing watching it. Not even really the depth. Like, there's obviously some moments I like, but at the same time, I just felt uninterested in this.
I mean,
I didn't
I
really
don't blame you
watch it.
considering it's like it's Marvel versus DC we're talking about here.
I guess I was expecting a bit more, but at the same time, like, I don't know what I was expecting.
Yeah, like, you could say you were expecting more, but all things considered, I feel like they did everything they gave, like, everything they could for both Ant-Man and Atom. Like, in terms of, like, arsenal, abilities, like, other stuff. It is fine, though, for what we got. I did like it a lot. And even though it's like, you know, I say I like it a lot, even though I'm, like, fairly neutral to this episode, it's just, I think that just kind of says, like, my opinion on, like, Death Battle at the moment. Like, I'm still writing off, like, how good, the good quality of last season. And considering this is the 10th season, so they're gonna be doing some anniversary-related stuff, I do have high hopes, all things considered.
Every season nowadays is an anniversary season of some kind. Anyways, yeah, I can see where you're going, Grog.
It's a fine episode, that's it. And then, the next time...
So don't miss out.
I like how they specifically say Dark Souls versus Skyrim instead of the actual combatants chosen Undead and Dragonborn.
This will also be another episode where, like...
Yeah, this is, like, Ant-Man versus Atom, I at least have, like, some familiarity, because I have seen both of their, like, stuff. I have, like, zero experience with Dark Souls and Skyrim. Like, my only Dark Souls experience is just seeing, like, a random YouTuber constantly make references to it. It's just, like, we'll say, though, it is pretty funny, though, how they two of the clips they chose were, like, the Praise the Sun meme, and the I see you're finally awake now meme. That's kind of funny. But yeah, like...
The final rating I'd probably give this episode...
Yeah.
Perfectly neutral, 5 out of 10.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, 5 out of 10. Yeah, I'm honestly agreeing, 5 out of 10. It's like, it's fine. It gets the job done, but they could have done a lot more with it. I mean,
yeah.
You know, I say they could have done a lot more with it, but I just explained how they kind of did all they could, really. I mean, at least I'm glad they finally got this one out of the way.
They're large requested Marvel vs. DC matchups are there left to do? Before they start bringing back characters like Peter.
I'm actually not sure what Marvel vs. DC is left now that I think about it.
Doomsday versus Juggernaut, let's go!
Okay, no.
That's actually a Marvel vs. DC fight I want.
I'm trying to
remember. I really fucking want that.
I'm actually drawing blanks on what's left for like Marvel vs. DC. I think all you need to do is just think of a Marvel character and just think of a DC character that they have as like a cross-company counterpart.
Oh, so Batman versus Punisher?
I think they'd probably bring back Red Hood instead for that.
I've never seen anyone bring up Red Hood versus Punisher. It's always Batman.
Really? I've seen quite a few people say Red Hood, but anyways, like, but yeah, overall fine. I guess honestly, I'll think unless like the animation really wows me in Immortal, like we all things considered, we might end up skipping the next one if we just since we have like minimal knowledge on this, but we'll see what happens.
But we still did review World of Warcraft versus Sauron.
Yeah, but I guess that
neither of us have touched either.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the Lord of the Rings films, but like, yeah, like that one we ended up reviewing solely because like it was one of the best episodes of the season. Anyways,
I still think Trunks versus Silver is better.
I know you do. Anyways, with that said, we'll be signing off. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Have a good one.